Are you planning to live or retire in Southeast Asia? Making the move is definitely a major event in your life and is something that should not be taken lightly. It might not be as romantic as packing up your belongings with a suitcase and flying away. Moving homes is always a stressful time, but moving to another country can be especially overwhelming. If this is your first time on the channel, or you have returned and enjoy the content, then please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss out on upcoming videos and resources. And make sure you check out the links in the description box to potentially save you money, especially if you stay in Airbnb when you travel. If this is your first time venturing to a new country, and you have absolutely no idea of what to do, well, we've put together a comprehensive moving overseas video to help you plan the big move. Follow along, as we cover everything from preparation while still in your country, to settling down into your new adopted country. Prepare before you leave. You don't start baking before reading the recipe, and the same advice goes for moving overseas. Having a plan to follow will ensure that nothing gets left off your to-do list, and will help you prioritize your energy towards the most important aspects of your move. Before you leave your home country, here are the most important things you'll need to do. Research your destination. Whether if it's Malaysia, Thailand or Cambodia, the culture shock is real. By researching your destination, you'll reduce the number of unknowns you'll face in a new country. While this list isn't exhaustive, by tackling these issues early on, you'll give yourself a better chance of making your new country feel like home even before you arrive. Start learning and practicing your new language. Research appropriate customs, manners, and traditions. Familiarize yourself with public transport. Plan routes to locations you'll visit on a daily basis. Reach out to friends and family. Analyze the job market. For many moving overseas, the prospect of living abroad is a result of a job that's already been lined up. Still, there's plenty of research that can be done to better help understand the job market. Search for potential working visas, visa conditions, and application deadlines. Transfer any industry accreditation. Compare average salaries and wages for your industry. Negotiate company relocation. Research work-life balance, annual holiday leave, and national benefits. Prepare financially. From being unfamiliar with local currencies to calculating complex exchange rates, financial issues will arise when moving overseas. Being financially prepared will ensure that you're never in a situation that leaves you with a severe lack of funds, forcing you to leave your host country sooner than expected. By budgeting accordingly, you should be able to survive the first few months in your new country, helping to offset the cost of the initial move. Research the average cost of living. Familiarize yourself with local currencies. Budget for a year of expenses. Meet with your financial advisor or accountant. Notify your bank and credit card providers of a change of address. Organize documentation. Nobody likes paperwork, but keeping an organized folder of all your important documents will help you quickly re-establish yourself in your new country. Dealing with government officials or human resources will require patience, but having all the necessary documentation at hand will help you transition with confidence. Apply for passports and visas. Purchase flight tickets. Create copies of the following documents: birth and marriage certificates, dental and medical records, driver's license, bank accounts, wills, insurance policies, prescriptions and police checks. Notify your providers. As you're finalizing your move, confirm that all your services have been cancelled. Paying for an extra month of rent, utilities, or services will add additional costs to an already expensive overseas move. Notify the following government agencies: Tax Office, Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, Electoral Commission, your embassy in your host country. Notify your real estate agent, landlord or property manager of your end of lease. Sell or rent out your current property. Disconnect your utilities, cable, and internet. Cancel subscriptions. Redirect your mailing address. Stay safe. It's important to always be prepared for the unexpected as an expat. The Australian government has an amazing resource called Smart Traveller, which helps travellers navigate the dangers of countries all around the world. Take these steps to stay protected while living abroad. Purchase comprehensive travel and health insurance. Get necessary immunizations. Register your travel plans with someone. Review the Department of Foreign Affairs for travel advisories. Be aware of any laws regarding military service, divorce, and child custody if you're a returning national. Moving overseas. With moving day looming closer, it's time to decide exactly what items to pack and ship overseas. While some leave everything behind, for those that wish to bring their belongings with them, here are a few tips on moving overseas. Apply for passports and working visas, secure a job before departure, or line up interviews upon arrival. Budget for a year of expenses. Start practicing your new language, create an inventory list of all your belongings, keep copies of important documentation, passport, flight ticket, etc. Sell, donate, or store items that you intend to leave behind. Moving overseas shipping. Unlike moving suburbs, shipping your belongings overseas can be a massive undertaking. It will most likely require the use of removalists who are experts in packing furniture, clearing customs and duties, providing insurance, as well as delivering internationally. Here's how the overseas shipping process works. The shipping company will provide an in-home consultation. Before attempting the move, specialists will help determine the scope of work involved, creating an inventory packing list for future reference. Removalists pack all belongings. Using the inventory packing list, the removalists can now begin wrapping and packing your belongings into cartons specifically designed for shipping containers. The shipping company loads all items into a shipping container. With all the necessary documentation, the shipping company will arrange all your items to be loaded for shipping, via air freight or sea freight. Removalists will then deliver your belongings to your new international residence. When your items arrive, the shipping company will arrange customs clearance at the destination port and deliver your items to your new property. When all items are delivered, the removalists will unpack all your belongings and set up your new property. Decluttering is vital to any big overseas move because the more you take, the more you'll pay. If you have an expansive CD and record collection, then we advise not to take it all with you. These collections are heavy, expensive to ship and, let's be honest, largely redundant in this age of streaming and downloading. The same goes for books. With an average e-reader capable of holding 10,000 titles, it doesn't make any sense to ship your entire library overseas. And naturally, if you choose to sell your furniture before you leave, you'll be providing yourself with a financial platform for buying replacements. Settling into your new home. It may be surreal to finally be in your host country, so revel in the fact that you've done something that most only dream of doing. There's still a long road ahead, but you've gotten over the most challenging aspects of moving overseas. There's a new life waiting for you on the horizon, and all that's left to do is re-establish your identity. Take a breather. The first few weeks can be nerve-wracking, but with time, you'll slowly begin to feel at home. So, take a breather, ignore the checklist, and spend the first few days getting to know your new city. Connect with friends and family. Explore the city through public transport. Treat yourself to the local cuisine. Join local meetups. Re-establish your identity. Now that you've had a taste of your new city, it's time to re-establish your identity in your adopted country. Over your lifetime, you've accumulated years of official documentation that will now need to be reapplied for. From driver's licenses to taxes, and here are the responsibilities you'll need to address. Apply for an international driver's license. Open a foreign bank account. Apply for a tax number. Search for a permanent residence. Start your new life. There's very little advice that we could give in this last section of this video. Everybody's journey is unique, and from here on out, your adventure is unscripted. Hopefully, with these overseas moving tips, you feel that much more prepared for your new life abroad.